The forbidden truth. What 95.7% of women secretly crave, and you don't have it yet. There's a forbidden truth about attraction, a brutal, unvarnished reality that most men spend their entire lives denying. They chase, they beg, they obsess over looks, money, or the latest pickup lines, never realizing they're barking up the wrong tree. What if I told you that the secret to becoming utterly, undeniably irresistible to 95.7% of women has absolutely nothing to do with how you look, how much you earn, or even what you say? This truth isn't glamorous, it isn't easy, and you definitely can't fake it. But once you grasp it, once it becomes etched into your very being, you'll unlock a power that makes women gravitate towards you, seek you out, and feel a pull they can't explain. Because this isn't about impressing women. It's about embodying a force so potent, so deeply ingrained in their psychology, that they have no choice but to be drawn to you. In this video, we're tearing down the polite lies and exposing the brutal truth that makes nearly every woman find you irresistible, and why most men will never discover its profound power. Get ready to have your entire perception of attraction shattered. Welcome, gentlemen, to another raw and unfiltered exploration of human dynamics. If you're tired of playing by rules that don't work, then you're in the right place. Before we delve into these earth-shattering insights, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the deep dives we do here that empower you to master yourself and your interactions. For too long, men have been fed a diet of half-truths and superficial advice about attraction. We're told to be nice, to be available, to shower women with compliments. And while politeness has its place, it rarely ignites the kind of primal attraction that makes a woman truly crave your presence. Today, we're stripping away the facade and revealing the core truths that separate the men who are constantly chasing from the men who are effortlessly chased. This isn't about manipulation, it's about understanding profound psychological triggers that have existed since the dawn of humanity. 1. The man who knows how to tease her drives her wild. Let's be clear, women don't want everything handed to them on a silver platter. The man who constantly spills his heart, over-explains his feelings, or makes things too easy is often the man she quickly loses interest in. Why? Because the human psyche craves tension, the build-up, the chase. It's an innate drive for something just slightly out of reach. And nothing, absolutely nothing, makes a woman more addicted to a man than a master of teasing. This isn't about being mean or disrespectful. It's about a playful dance of push and pull, a sophisticated art of flirtation that leaves her wanting more. A man who teases correctly makes her body react before her mind even has a chance to catch up. He creates an emotional roller coaster where she's never quite sure what's coming next. This unpredictability, this delightful uncertainty, triggers dopamine, the same powerful chemical responsible for addiction. That's why women can't resist men who master this delicate balance. One moment, you're showering her with a genuine compliment, making her feel cherished. The next, you're playfully taking it back, challenging her, making her earn it. Oh, you think you're cute? I don't know, I might need a little more convincing. This isn't a put-down. It's an invitation, a challenge for her to step up and engage with you on a deeper, more dynamic level. You make her chase. Instead of being an open book, always available, you maintain just enough distance to keep her wondering, does he like me? Or is he just messing with me? That uncertainty is a potent aphrodisiac, fueling her obsession. The true art of teasing happens in layers, woven into every interaction. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it, when you say it, and crucially, how you follow it up. Consider words. You know, I was almost going to take you seriously, but then you went and did that thing with your hair, and now I don't know. A mischievous smirk, a playful tone, and suddenly you've created intrigue or touch. When she instinctively reaches for your hand, you might pull away for a split second, a playful denial, before letting your fingers intertwine. That fleeting resistance amplifies the connection. And timing, lean in close, as if to kiss her. Let the anticipation build to an unbearable peak, then pull back and whisper, "Not yet." These are the subtle, powerful moves that make her hang on your every gesture, desperate for the moment you finally give in. Because teasing, at its core, creates tension. And tension, gentlemen, is the secret, unspoken ingredient to intense sexual attraction. Most men either try too hard to impress, throwing compliments and attention at her, hoping she'll like them, she won't, or they play it too safe, afraid to say anything bold and bore her into oblivion. But the man who keeps her guessing, who keeps her delightfully on her toes, who makes her laugh and crave more, that's the man who lives rent-free in her mind. When you tease her just right, she's not just attracted to you, she's addicted to you. 2. The man who can walk away owns the game. There's an undeniable, often painful truth about attraction that most men simply refuse to internalize. The man who is genuinely willing to walk away is the man who holds all the power. Think about it. What makes anything truly valuable? Is it the item that's always abundant, always begging to be chosen, always chasing? Or is it the rare, coveted gem that demands to be earned, that people must strive for? Scarcity, gentlemen, breeds value. And this principle applies with ruthless precision to attraction. Women are biologically and psychologically wired to pursue what they perceive as valuable, what is just out of reach. It's a primal trigger buried deep within their instincts. The moment a man demonstrates through his actions that he is not dependent on her validation, that he is perfectly content whether she stays or goes, that's the moment her perception of him profoundly shifts. He is no longer just another suitor. He becomes the challenge, the enigma she desperately wants to solve. Most men tragically fail here. They cling to women, terrified of losing them. They text back instantly, agree to everything, and subtly, or not so subtly, make their world revolve around her. In doing so, they systematically destroy their own perceived value. But the man who can genuinely walk away, he triggers a powerful psychological reaction. Suddenly, she's thinking, wait, why isn't he chasing me? Why does he seem so unbothered? Did I misjudge him? And just like that, the entire dynamic flips. She is no longer in control. You are. Attraction isn't about needing a woman. It's about radiating the profound truth that you don't need her. It's about demonstrating through your very being that your happiness, your purpose, and your life are complete regardless of her presence. You're not afraid to leave, unaffected by her mood swings and utterly impervious to her need for approval. When a woman senses this unwavering self-possession, this unshakable core, she can't help but be drawn to you like a moth to a flame. This is why you constantly see women obsessing over men who appear unreachable, the ones who don't text back immediately, the ones who don't try too hard, the ones who seem to have a richer, more fulfilling life beyond her. It's not because these men are inherently jerks, though some might be. It's because they refuse to make her the center of their universe. They intrinsically know that they are the prize, that their attention is valuable. Once you truly internalize this, once it becomes an integral part of your identity, you will never chase a woman again. Because the brutal truth is, if she's not afraid of losing you, she will never truly respect you. And the second she feels like she might lose you, that's when you become utterly irresistible. 3. The man who can whisper dirty without saying a single word. There exists a rare breed of man who can ignite a woman's body, make her heart race, and shift her entire mood without uttering a single overtly sexual word or laying a hand on her. His secret, mastering the art of sexual tension, not the forced, crude kind that kills the mood, but the slow burn. The kind of tension that builds so subtly, so effortlessly, that she's already caught in its magnetic pull before her conscious mind even realizes what's happening. And the men who master this elusive skill, they never have to chase. Once a woman feels this intoxicating kind of tension, she will be the one relentlessly pursuing you. Most men mistakenly believe that turning a woman on requires explicit language or bold advances, but in reality, true seduction is about creating the feeling long before any words leave your mouth. And you accomplish this through powerful, non-verbal cues. Hold eye contact just a little too long. Let her feel the weight of your gaze, a knowing intensity that lingers, communicating unspoken desires. This isn't a stare, it's a deep, confident connection that says, "I see you and I desire you." Lower your voice. A deep, controlled, resonant tone hits her differently. It forces her to lean in, to listen intently, creating an intimate bubble around your words. This vocal power communicates confidence and gravitas. Pause before you speak. Silence is a potent tool. A perfectly timed, deliberate pause before a simple, suggestive phrase like, "What am I going to do with you?" can send shivers down her spine, making her entire body react. It builds anticipation, drawing her into your world. Brush against her, just barely, with intention. The subtle graze of your arm against hers, your fingers lingering for an extra second when you hand her something, a light, guiding touch on the small of her back as you lead her through a door. These are electric micro-moments that communicate desire without being explicit. Because here's the brutal truth. Women don't want everything spelled out for them. They don't want a man who blurts out his desires too soon. That destroys the mystery and cheapens the experience. They want to feel it before they hear it. They crave the slow build-up, the delicious anticipation, the dance of unspoken desire. The longer you make her wait, the more intensely she will want it. The difference between a man who effortlessly turns a woman on and a man who constantly tries too hard boils down to one critical element: control. The man who controls his pace, who holds back just enough, who makes her wonder, is he going to kiss me or is he just teasing me? That man wins. Because once a woman starts wondering, she starts craving. And once she's craving, she's already yours. 4. The man who makes her feel like a woman can have her any time he wants. There's a hidden, almost mystical truth about attraction that most men never manage to tap into. A truth so profoundly powerful that once you understand it, women won't just look at you differently. They'll start craving you, wanting to be around you, feeling an undeniable tension they can't quite explain. And that truth is this: a man who consistently knows how to make a woman feel truly, deeply, irresistibly feminine in his presence can have her whenever he wants. It has nothing to do with conventional looks, financial status, or even traditional charm. It's entirely about the feeling you evoke in her. Women in their daily lives are often trapped in their heads, overthinking, planning, worrying about perceptions, managing responsibilities. But the moment she stands before a man who makes her feel desired in the most raw, primal, and authentic way possible, she stops thinking. She starts feeling. She becomes utterly drawn into the moment, consumed by pure sensation. And once a woman experiences that powerful, intoxicating pull toward you, there's very little that can stop what happens next. Most men mistakenly believe the key to attraction is to impress her, to prove their worth, to say all the right things. But the men women truly crave, the ones who effortlessly make them weak in the knees, understand that attraction isn't about trying. It's about presence. A man with deep, embodied sexual presence doesn't need to say much. He doesn't need to perform or act out. All he has to do is simply exist in a way that profoundly reminds her she is a woman and that he is a man. This means holding eye contact just a little longer than necessary. Let her feel the weight of your gaze, a quiet intensity that communicates desire without uttering a word. Make her heart pound just from the way you look at her. It's a powerful, non-verbal declaration, speaking slowly, deliberately, with unwavering confidence. No nervous chatter, no frantic over-explaining, just pure, controlled dominance in your voice, a resonance that commands attention and respect. This vocal gravitas communicates inner strength, owning your space. A man who moves with certainty, who takes up space like he belongs wherever he stands, exudes a quiet, intoxicating power. He doesn't shrink or apologize for his presence. He embodies it. This physical presence communicates self-assurance and authority. Touching with intention, but subtly, a light, guiding touch on the small of her back as you usher her through a doorway. The brush of your fingers on hers when you casually take a drink from her hand. These are subtle, yet electric moments. They are barely noticeable to an outsider, but completely undeniable to her, igniting a powerful internal awareness of her own body and your effect on it. These tiny, almost imperceptible moments, gentlemen, are what make a woman's mind spin with thoughts she'll never admit out loud. The brutal truth is that most men make women feel nothing. They are too stiff, too hesitant, too afraid to express attraction in a way that bypasses her rational mind and directly impacts her emotional and physical being. They stay in their heads, and she stays in hers. But the man who knows how to tap into her deepest feminine energy, who makes her feel desired, safe, and utterly out of control in the best possible way at the same time, that is the man she fantasizes about. That is the man she can't resist. That is the man who can have her whenever he wants without ever needing to chase. Because once you master this potent magnetic energy, women don't just want to be around you. They want to be utterly consumed by you. Conclusion. We've peeled back the layers today, revealing the brutal truths about attraction that most men refuse to confront. From the intoxicating dance of teasing and the unwavering power of being able to walk away, to the unspoken language of sexual tension and the profound ability to make a woman feel exquisitely feminine in your presence. These aren't just theories. They are psychological principles deeply ingrained in human nature. Most men will hear this, perhaps even agree, but ultimately fall back into their old patterns, forever chasing external validation. But the men who truly grasp these principles, the ones who internalize them and embody them in their everyday lives, will experience a transformation unlike any other. They will stop chasing and start being chased. They will cease trying to impress and begin effortlessly attracting. Remember, attraction is not about external performance, it's about internal presence. It's about cultivating an inner strength, a self-possession, and a profound understanding of human psychology that makes you naturally, undeniably magnetic. Stop playing by the old rules that don't work. Start living by these brutal truths, and watch as your entire world and the women in it begin to shift dramatically. If this video has opened your eyes, if it's sparked something within you, then make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more game-changing insights. And for those of you who are truly ready to accelerate your journey to becoming an irresistible force, I've got an exclusive bonus for you, my free ebook, The Unstoppable Man's Blueprint for Unshakable Confidence. It dives even deeper into building this kind of inner power and practical application. Grab it now. The link is in the description below and pinned in the comments. Don't just watch. Act. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay powerful, and always, always stay in control.